Last week on the podcast, I mentioned Finn Balor's name. First time I've mentioned his name in a while, how he's been gone and, it's time to get him back on TV. I believe he was back in Ireland spending time with his family. He might have been better off staying in Ireland. They aired footage of Balor beating Austin Theory on Raw last month. Back live, Theory walked into Vince McMahon's office. The way they shoot all of these McMahon Theory segments it's so weird. It's different than any of the other backstage segments that they do. It's as if they shoot it differently for Vince because, either he has to look a certain way or maybe he just doesn't trust himself to get through the segments in one take anymore. It just has all of these weird cuts. But he threatened to beat Theory up himself if he failed to beat Balor on this show. He said there would be nothing left but blood, snot, and broken teeth. And then he would take a selfie with Theory's body after, or what was left of it, and send it to his mother. Theory's mother, not Vince's mother. Vince's mother is still alive, believe it or not. He tweeted something about her 100th birthday during the first year of the pandemic. So what year of the pandemic are we in now? Year 3 or 28, it feels like? So that means that I think she turns 102 later this year. All this talk about what's going to happen to WWE when Vince dies, this guy's going to outlive us all. He's not going anywhere. I think Theory ends up going the distance in the Royal Rumble, not winning it, but I think he's going to be in there early, and I think he's going to last a very long time before he gets dumped out. And I still maintain that he is the one to take that U.S. title from Damian Priest, I think at WrestleMania. Theory went out after this segment. He pinned Finn Balor clean in the middle of the ring. Then he took a selfie. Then he beat up Balor after the match, hit him with his finish a second time before taking another selfie. There was a report on the website WrestlingNews.co that said Balor has moved into the spot, effectively, that Jeff Hardy was in, as the reliable veteran whose job it is to put over the younger talent. And that Vince McMahon does not see him as anything more than a mid-card guy. I don't have a problem with having Balor put over Austin Theory. If they see Theory as the future, and I believe that he is, beating a Finn Balor is going to mean more than him beating fucking T-Bar would. It's how you give a new star like Theory some credibility is by beating somebody who already has credibility. It's by beating somebody with a name. Realistically, who else is he going to beat right now? I mean, it's not like they have a lot of strong baby faces at that sort of mid to upper mid-card level who aren't already a champion. And I don't want Theory going out there yet and beating champions in the ring. Randy Orton, he's busy. There's AJ Styles, who just went babyface. And after that, there really isn't anybody else with a name who Theory could go in there and beat, other than a Finn Balor. I do think that Theory feuding with Edge is something that we ought to see this year. But I strongly disagree with the idea that all he's useful for is putting over other people. That's the role that Dolph Ziggler has occupied for years. I don't see how anybody who saw Balor during his last NXT run can think that he is only useful as a guy to get others over. That's how you know Vince McMahon didn't pay a lick of attention to NXT until Triple H had his heart attack, and then they decided to blow up the brand and make it their own. And then he took a mild interest in NXT. He still probably doesn't pay much attention to it, let's be honest. That's Bruce's job now. That's not for Vince. That's for Bruce to worry about. That's why the NXT creative team now reports to Bruce. Maurice wanted to meet face-to-face, mother-to-mother, with Beth Phoenix in the middle of the ring. Edge went out with Beth because they smelled a rat. Maurice admitted that, look, I don't want the match at the Royal Rumble. I thought that, this match should be canceled. We should be friends, not enemies. And Beth wasn't buying any of this. She was walking down to the ring to enter the ring and confront Maurice when Miz attacked Edge from behind on the outside and the two of them started brawling. This distracted Beth Phoenix, who had her back turned, and allowed Maurice to hit her from behind with her purse, which they later revealed was loaded with a brick inside. Which, by the way things are going here in New York is probably the way that all women should walk down the street, with a brick in their purse. I thought this angle was fine, just to put some heat on Maurice heading into the mixed match at the Rumble. Miz later announced that this week, tomorrow night, he is going to be throwing his wife a huge birthday party. I believe Maurice turns 39. She wears it very well. I'm sure, by the way, that birthday party will go as planned without any interruptions whatsoever. They aired a tremendous video package for the Brock Lesnar-Bobby Lashley match at the Royal Rumble. I loved this. This was a great, great video. They dove into their backgrounds and their fight credentials. This video got me pumped. I was already pumped up for the match, but this video got me even more pumped up for this match. This is the sort of thing we need more of on these shows. Now, it works best with these two because both guys are legit fighters, right? Who you could believe that they could kill somebody. There aren't too many people on the roster I feel that way about outside of Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. But I definitely think they ought to lean into doing more of these videos with the right people going forward. Because these packages are still top-notch. And when you think about WWE production and, what are they truly great at and head and shoulders above any other company out there right now, it's when they put a package together like this to really sell you on a big pay-per-view main event. Nobody does it better.